Hi, my name is Jordan, and the institution that I've chosen for my hands-on is the Pinacoteca Metropolitana, and this is in Bari, Italy. So I chose this museum because I really liked how the artwork looked throughout the time of the 11th century to, I believe, like honestly to the early 2000s, I believe, is when this one was. Yeah, 2001. And I really liked this. I want to show the most contemporary of it all. So this is really cool to me. I like how abstract yet how profound the art here is in the contemporary era of this collection. Like, that's very beautiful. There's just so many amazing pieces. Unfortunately, I don't have the option for this museum to kind of like wander through the actual museum and the architecture and all that stuff. And I think that is a con when it comes to viewing a museum digitally like so. But I also think that this is a very cool idea because I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to travel to it. I can look at all this art for as long as I want. And I really just want to click through these and tell you my thoughts as well. I think another pro is that I do get to see the full museum and I don't have to, well, what I suppose is the full museum, and I don't have to really like process walking through a museum and only having so much time and energy to do so. I can always come back to this, which I've come back a couple times already. And I didn't even know Google Arts and Culture was a thing. This is such a beautiful image. And I like whatever it's on. I like that it gives this kind of antique look. I just really think that's cool. But this is really pretty. Some still lifes, more still lifes, landscapes. So, what is another pro of viewing a museum online? Well, I think one is that it's easily shareable. If I wanted to show my friends or family something like this, then I could totally do that. I could just pull it up. I think that it saves a lot of time and other resources as well. And I also think that you get a different type of experience. Maybe it can be more comfortable when you're just at home viewing something like this. But also there's always the alternative of just going to a museum. Personally, I love going to museums because they also have a lot of beautiful architecture in and surrounding the museum. And I think that's something that you miss out on in this circumstance. How can a tool such as this be used in the classroom? Like I said, I think it would be great to share this resource. I didn't know this was available, so knowing that this is available and there's so many other museums available online is really cool. I also really like this piece, just all this bronze coloring, kind of sulky background, and then they're just like very vibrant. But it's mostly him that is vibrant, and that's noticeable because of the contrast. That's cool. Let's see. Oh no. Also, I did look on this map. This map was a really cool tool to use because instead of going to all, because it's kind of overwhelming, like I want to pick out all of them, I and then A through Z, which is kind of, redundant. I got to choose mine based off of a space, and I thought it was super cool. Okay. Also, let's get into the beginning, and then we'll go to my favorite era. So in the beginning, you can see that there's a lot of these flatter pieces too, and I think that just the I don't know, something about the sizing and the proportions in these images gives off a very odd visual context. Like, this doesn't seem like a child, even though it's meant to be a child. It seems more like a doll, very big doll or something. It just looks rather odd to me. And then also in this area, they have a lot of stone kind of sculpture pieces, and like these pieces also kind of give the same like face as the flat ones. I just think that it comes off kind of like gruesome, kind of scary looking, very like hollow and emotional. But right around this time, which was the Renaissance, this is some of my favorite works in this whole collection because they're just so beautiful and colorful and very ethereal. I just feel like Renaissance art, you can tell this is Renaissance art because it's deliberate. There's a message with it, and this is the same piece as the one over there that I showed you with the baby, but this baby actually looks proportional. It's like they suddenly got the sizes right. There's like cherubs in the sky. Like, the proportions don't look off in this one, because those were both pictures of the Virgin and, a child. Very Renaissance. I really like these though. I think that Google Street View technology is resourceful. I think that refers to just being able to see like so much of the world through Google's eyes, and I think it's all resourceful. I think that there's not a bit of technology today that isn't resourceful, because it just gives so much more context than we've had before it. These are really cool. I just love this. The Renaissance era was just so cool. Like, what is that? Why is she standing so close to the fire? But I don't know what's going on in this image. It's kind of a lot. I think these are really pretty too. Does seeing an artwork in the context of its physical display change the experience? I think so. I think if you see, look, it's Jesus. I think if you see artwork in the way it's meant to be seen through the eyes of either the curator or the director, then there's a greater chance for it to be more seamlessly understood than just looking kind of at stuff like this. This is beautiful, and it does so much for my eyes because it is a museum and it is colorful and it is interesting, and all the art is very powerful in its own way. However, art curators and directors do have their jobs and purposes for a reason, and I think a really big part of that is to make spaces look good, make spaces look seamless, and also there's a level of storytelling in it too. But yeah, I don't get the option to like walk through, but we can look at some of these. I think these are very beautiful. So very beautiful. Actually haven't gone through all of these, but oh yeah, we did go through a majority of these. But there's so many. Let's see. Myth. Yeah, I really like going through these though. I think they're very cool. I also really like this style. It's giving like realism, but also kind of surrealism. Maybe just surrealism, because like this isn't really a work of art I see today also, but it's definitely Renaissance. I think this is really cute. I think their hair looks really nice in these images. But the baby looks a pretty normal size here, so that's nice. It's not as Jurassic as the other ones. Thank you for listening. Bye.